Now, it's the big one tonight. And before the game, Liverpool and Dortmund fans will sing You'll Never Walk Alone at Anfield. How did that song become Liverpool's anthem? Well, the other day, I went to get my car's air conditioning regassed at a place called Cool Car, and the bloke who did the work told me he has the answer. Good morning, Ian Parkinson. How are you, Ian?
Morning, Graham. I'm fine, thank you.
First of all, thanks for fixing up my air conditioning. It works a treat.
Oh, lovely. Glad to hear that.
All right. Now, you started to tell me a tale of how Liverpool fans got to sing You'll Never Walk Alone, and it's all because of your dad.
Yes, that's right. It's a bit of a long story, but a few years back, my mum told us she'd been to the Liverpool FC tour, and just as a little reminder, my dad died in 1980, so he died a long time ago.
Uh-huh.
She went to the Liverpool FC tour about 5-10 years ago, and when they were going round the Kop, the guy said, "We don't know why the Kop came to sing You Never Walk Alone." And my mum said to us, "Oh, well, I put him straight. I told him it was your dad." So there was a stunned silence, and we all turned and said, What do you mean?" She said, "Well, you know your dad was a singer, and he did all the operatic stuff. He used to do the clubs around Liverpool, etc." And she said, when Jerry Marsden got to number one, the song come on before the match. He was warming his voice up before the show that night, and he started singing in his operatic voice, which it's, as you know, opera people, they expand the voice so it projects out.
Yeah.
And his mate threw him on the barrier, and he just turned around and sang to all the Kop, and they joined in.
So Jerry's song was being played by the DJ in the ground, but You'll Never Walk Alone was one of your dad's numbers in his act, was it?
Yes, yeah, he used to sing it, the way it was done in the musical Carousel.
Yeah, Rodgers and Hammerstein,
He used to sing it in that way, but obviously at the match he changed it, but still gave it this big operatic chorus as such. So we all sort of stood there in the stunned silence and slowly said, "Why didn't you tell us this 30 years ago, so to speak?" So yeah, that's basically the story.
That's the story. And
what told us.
What's your dad's name?
Harry Parkinson.
Harry Parkinson is responsible for the Kop singing You'll Never Walk Alone. But it was because I interviewed Jerry Marsden a couple of years ago on BBC Radio Merseyside, and he said it was to do with the song being in the top 10 and the DJ playing it. But that's not to get them to all sing. You're saying that did happen, but it was your dad that got them all singing.
Oh yes, certainly. Yeah. Jerry had brought it out as I think it got to number one.
Yeah.
And it was like the first game then it got to number one.
Yeah.
And the DJ played it, and then my dad just started singing along with it at the top of his voice, which, trust me, even from a long time ago, was very, very loud when he got going.
Now, you're a musician yourself as well, Ian?
I have a little tinkle, yeah.
Yeah, you play guitar and you sing?
Yes, that's right.
And you gave me a CD once the air conditioning was all working. You gave me a CD. Tell me about the history of this song then.
Well, moving on a few years, we played into Milan in the Champions League away from home, and my two brothers went. Alan and Barry, and I have to be honest, I was a little bit worried about them because we heard about trouble in Italy and things like that.
Yeah.
And as it turned out, it was okay, but I'd gone to the pub to watch the match and had a few too many, as you do, and we won. And I was just walking home, sort of thing, and I still had my brothers on my mind as such, and for whatever reason I thought about my dad, and I suddenly thought, and he sang You Never Walk Alone, and straight away this little extra bit come in to the tune of the Spying Kop.
Yeah.
And this song suddenly come into my head. And
by
the time I got home, I wrote a few lyrics down, went to bed, woke up next day with a hangover, and then basically nailed the song as such. So, and the rest is history. I played it to a few people. They liked it. I got it recorded at a proper recording studio, which is hence you've got the CD.
Yeah.
And I've managed to sell a few copies down the years and just donate the whatever I get from it to the Jospice in Innswoods.
All right, and the song tells the story about how your dad started them all singing "You'll Never Walk Alone."
Yeah, it tells all that. It goes on a little bit as well. It mentions Istanbul, and that's the song in essence.
Ian Parkinson, let's have it. Let's hear it now. Good to talk to you, and thanks again for sorting out my aircon.
You're welcome, Graham.
And tell you, everyone in Liverpool's got a story. Ian, thank you so much. And this is it, to the tune of the Spying Kop.
Now way back in the 60s, on a football Saturday, me dad went down to Anfield just to watch the Red Men play. And the DJ played a record, it was a song from Carousel, and it was sung by Jerry Marsden. It was a song you know quite well. Now me dad, he was a singer, he liked to sing along out loud. His mates put him on the shoulders and he turned to face the crowd. And the cop, they joined in with him and they began to roll and sway. And it became a great tradition and it continues to this day. And he sang "You'll Never Walk Alone" to the tune of the Spying Cop. And it became the Anfield anthem and it made the whole ground rock. Now he sings his song in heaven, Shanks and Paisley by his side, and a 96 strong choir, they're the pride of Merseyside. Now he died in 1982 and I miss him every day. But when I go to Anfield, I feel he's never far away. I hear his voice when the cop is singing, I hear him shout when the Red Men score, and I feel his spirit with me when I feel the Copites roar. And he sang "You'll Never Walk Alone" to the tune of the Spying Cop. And it became the Anfield anthem and it made the whole ground rock. Now he sings his song in heaven, Shanks and Paisley by his side, and a 96 strong choir, they're the pride of Merseyside. Now if you went over to Istanbul on a balmy night one May, we were 3-0 down at half-time, I thought we'd thrown the cup away. But then the cop, they sang a special song and it echoed round the ground. And with Stevie G and some penalties, we turned the game around. And we sang "You'll Never Walk Alone" to the tune of the Spying Cop. And we sang the Anfield anthem and we made the whole ground rock. And they sang along in heaven, Shanks and Paisley and Emlyn too. And the 96 strong choir, they won the cup for Liverpool. And he sang "You'll Never Walk Alone" to the tune of the Spying Cop. And it became the Anfield anthem and it made the whole ground rock. Now he sings his song in heaven, Shanks and Paisley by his side, and a 96 strong choir, they're the pride of Merseyside. And the 96 strong choir, they're the pride of Merseyside.